Straight ahead on Newswatch 12 at 5. Santa is already making his way around the world, but he made a pit stop here in the Northwoods. I'll explain.
Plus, we're tracking a few flurries and looking for Santa Claus. We'll have more details on his location coming up in just a few minutes.
And Congress Democrats are making their last-minute efforts to change direct payments in the COVID-19 relief bill from $600 to $2,000. That's after President Trump threatened to veto the measure. Will they be able to make it before the holiday break? I'll have the details and more as Newswatch 12 at 5 starts now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 at 5 starts now.
Well, a very Merry Christmas Eve and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Rachel Eiler. Thanks for spending your Thursday night with us. Santa is busy with his worldwide travels tonight, but before the big trip, he was able to make a stop right here in the Northwoods. Newswatch 12's Cooper Hinkle caught up with the special delivery.
He made his list. He checked it twice. Now, it's time to see who's really been naughty or nice.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Is Abigail here? That's me. That's you? Can we visit with you a minute? Yeah. Thank you.
Abigail Peterson heard about the Toys for Tots campaign this year and didn't want to miss her chance.
And I always tried to give back to something. Like, we'd go to Kohl's and find teddy bears, and it'd always be too late for the boxes for some reason.
This year, Peterson got creative.
I decided to go through my old bin of Legos and make earrings out of them and sell them for $3 a piece on Facebook.
Raising $125, each cent going in the box. That pushed organizer Bob Klitzka to get in touch with Santa, and together with some help from the Forest County Sheriff's Department, they made this special delivery.
We took your donation and your toys, and we spread it to 75 families and over 250 children.
Wow.
That's how you helped us.
And when pressed on the why,
It's just a really nice thing to do.
in Leona, Cooper Henkel, Newswatch 12.
And coming up tonight, many of us are going to have to get creative on how we practice holiday traditions, including the way we gather religiously due to COVID-19. Tonight, St. Mark Church in Rhinelander is going to be hosting an outside mass. That's according to Pastor Miller from the church. Christmas Eve tends to be one of their busiest services of the year, and on a typical service, they would usually have to offer overflow seating. But due to the COVID-19 restrictions, he says that this was the best alternative.
That's the closest that we can come to providing for a number of people, more than what we could do inside, an opportunity to worship and to reflect their faith in Jesus Christ.
People can park in the church's parking lot and tune into a radio channel. There we'll be able to hear a live broadcast of the service. Each car will also be provided with a bulletin of the hymns for the night and the service. Miller says that after a year of hardship and struggles, there is nothing more healing than their faith.
I think there's nothing that really replaces worship itself for a way in which to reflect the joy that we have and the response that we have to the birth of Christ.
Tonight's Christmas Eve service will be taking place at 7 p.m. in the church's parking lot, and tomorrow's Christmas Day service will take place with restricted attendance inside, but both masses will be broadcasted through the church's live stream. Well, Merry Christmas Eve, Andrew. Tell us, what is going on? Where's Santa at right now?
Well, Rachel, we're looking at the Santa tracker, not really getting much picked up here in the United States right now. So my guess is that he's elsewhere. We'll bring out the big guns in our main weather, but for now, looking like he's not here yet. What we are tracking, though, are going to be a few flurries that are going to be coming through basically in the UP area, slightly down across the border, mostly concentrated towards Iron County. This could leave us with up to an inch of additional snowfall across the area, but really not a whole lot is going to be expected coming our way. So just to get an idea about where this is happening, you can see the visibility outlooks a little bit inhibited here in Iron County at the UP border. This is where the bulk of that's happening right now. And generally, any snowfall is going to really be kind of in this little pocket right here at the UP border. And temperatures tonight are going to be falling just a little bit here. We're getting temperatures down to the lowest single digits, recovering a little bit on your Christmas Day with highs back at 17 degrees. Back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Andrew. California is now the epicenter of the country's COVID crisis, with cases topping 2 million. But health experts nationwide are sounding the alarm, saying many hospitals can't handle a post-Christmas surge as they continue to battle a post-Thanksgiving spike. Sarah Dolph has the story.
Christmas Eve in the midst of a crisis, with nearly 120,000 Americans hospitalized with COVID. Patients in California filling hallways, conference rooms, even parking lots.
We are down to 1.1% ICU capacity.
In Massachusetts, case numbers on the rise and field hospitals at the ready.
We can take great care of patients here.
And medical staff in Utah caring for their own. ICU nurse Jill Holker is on life support, awaiting a double lung transplant.
We're just hoping that she can come home as soon as possible.
COVID vaccines now being administered in the more rural parts of the state.
We have a lot of caregivers that are exposed to it on a daily basis, and this helps to keep them safe.
Nationwide, more than 1 million people have received their first round of vaccine. But health experts say we likely won't see that start to bend the curve until spring, and difficult days are ahead.
We have seen a hump after Thanksgiving. We're about to see a mountain of disease.
Millions ignoring warnings against travel.
We only live once, so I'm enjoying life, and I have the man on my side.
Long lines at security checkpoints and COVID testing sites. Sharp contrasts this extraordinary and difficult holiday season. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
And taking a look now at the Badger State, COVID-19 statistics continue to show signs of progress against the pandemic. 60 new fatalities were reported today, however, in addition to just under 2,800 new cases. The active number of cases in the state remains around 33,000. The 7-day average for percentage of test positive has been continuing on that downward trend. Some experts expect numbers to pick back up after the holidays due to the increase in testing, but the new average is now down to 8.9% positive. And many Americans probably want to get out and celebrate the end of 2020. I know here at Newswatch 12, we're very excited to see the end, but Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is urging people to stay home New Year's Eve. The CDC published guidelines Wednesday for ringing in the new year during the pandemic. They say that the safest way to celebrate the new year is at home with the people you live with or online with friends and family. However, if you are hosting a gathering, the CDC suggests to stay outside, limit the number of guests that you have, and make sure extra masks are on hand. Keep music low to avoid shouting at other guests, as well as other suggestions from CDC for New Year's include attending a virtual concert or performance, planning a virtual countdown to midnight, and enjoying a virtual meal with your loved ones. Millions of Americans anxiously awaiting COVID relief could be waiting even longer now. $600 checks set to go out before New Year's are now in limbo, with the president refusing to sign the $900 billion relief package into law. NBC's Susan McGinnis explains just how President Trump, now in Florida for the holidays, has left Washington in chaos.
House Republicans today blocking Democrats' efforts to give Americans bigger direct payments than Congress passed in its $900 billion COVID relief package.
The chair is constrained not to entertain the request.
This after President Trump refused to sign the bill demanding bigger payments.
I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000.
Sending the entire bill into limbo, a package that also includes funding to keep the government running past Monday. Republicans imploring the president to sign.
The best way out of this is for the president to sign the bill, and I still hope that's what he decides.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi promising Democrats will vote Monday on a standalone bill giving Americans those $2,000 checks. Also next week, Congress will try to override President Trump's veto of the $740 billion defense bill funding the U.S. military. The president objecting to provisions, including one protecting social media companies. The president's actions seen as inflicting chaos in the final days of his presidency, also including a new wave of pardons, an early Christmas present to dozens of friends and allies.
Types of pardons we're seeing with vetoing the Defense Authorization Act, threatening to veto the emergency relief and the omnibus funding. You know, we've got a wild card in President Trump.
Meanwhile, millions of struggling Americans spend Christmas Eve not knowing when help will arrive. Susan McGinnis, NBC News, Washington.
2020 almost over, and something we're all looking forward to. So here's a question. Did you complete your 2020 resolutions? If not, there's still time to set up yourself for success in a healthy new year. I'll give you some tips on how to avoid the 2021 struggles. Plus, your full forecast with Andrew. That's on coming up right here on Newswatch 12.
Looking to get away? Really get away? The perfect getaway is Cozy TV. Get away from it all, anytime with Cozy TV.
When you protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Coming December 30th, it's 101.3 The Game. The Northwood's newest radio station featuring Wisconsin sports talk. Steve Zabin morning, 9 to noon with John Kuhn. The Crossover, along with Drew and KB. It's the brand new 101.3 The Game.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Welcome back and Merry Christmas Eve to all of you at home. We're looking outside at a winter storm warning, not quite in our area, very close though, heading into Iron and Ashland counties and a little bit into the UP as well. So those are going to be in effect tonight until early hours Christmas Day, and then we're smooth sailing from there with a very light touch of flurries into your Friday morning. So here we go, looking at that Santa tracker. Let's figure out where he is. So we knew he wasn't in North America just yet. That's because he is across the pond. He's still in Africa, delivering gifts all over there, on his way to us tonight. So something to look forward to in the morning. Santa Claus being on his way. We'll see if he can get to North America before midnight tonight. And he's going to be coming on in with low temperatures down in the single digits and being greeted with a possibility of some flurries depending on what time he gets into the area. So looking at live radar right now, we are seeing that little bit of touch of flurries a bit to our north. Very light dustings coming down towards our area into northern Wisconsin, though snowfall accumulations will be almost insignificant to about an inch total. So we have the bulk of our snowfall on the ground right now. Future winds are also going to be taking a bit of a turn too. So right now we're watching them come to the northwest. That's helping out with those flurries today. And they're breezing between a good 15 to 20 miles per hour. So they're going to continue on tonight as we head into Christmas Day, kind of coming from the northwest and dying down a little bit early hours. That's convenient for Santa Claus coming on through. And here we go, looking at those winds transitioning to then out of the west, coming in a little quieter into your Friday afternoon, and those are going to pick up again into the evening, late Christmas night, getting back to gusts of over 20 miles per hour again, and still winds coming out of the northwest into your Saturday. So taking to the skies, here we go, looking at those flurries up there right now. Not really a whole lot creeping into Wisconsin, just a little bit of a touch coming our way, just south of that UP border. Otherwise, we'll be having pretty much cloudy skies heading out through the rest of your Christmas Eve. That cloud coverage will be pretty much hanging around until we get to early Christmas Day, and we'll start to see a little bit of a breakup of that as we wake up on Friday morning, having a little bit of sunshine to look forward to, but still cloud coverage will be pretty stubborn as we head throughout the rest of your Christmas Day. So looking at that future snowfall total, we're not saying a ton, right? So a little bit coming on down, light dustings across the area, and then here we go, looking by midnight tonight. This is where the bulk of that snowfall is going to be coming on down, so not even an inch across the board, just barely getting to half an inch avalanche possible through the area. And then by early hours on Christmas Day, that picks up just a little bit more. So not a whole lot of more snowfall coming. The most significant event was already behind us last night. So those temperatures right now, we're seeing some single digits and negatives really close to us in Duluth. You can see this little bit of a purple blob coming into western Wisconsin. That's going to be bringing in that cold Arctic air and leaving us with those temperatures in the single digits to look forward to overnight tonight. We'll recover though tomorrow, so don't worry there. So we're looking at what Santa Claus is going to be experiencing tonight. He's going to have some flurries coming on down. No problem for him with Rudolph leading his sleigh, and it's going to be pretty chilly for him. Temperatures down in the low single digits, though those will recover nicely tomorrow when we get temperatures back up into the teens, and looking forward to a little bit of sunshine coming our way on your Christmas Day. So there we go, looking to central Wisconsin, even some 20s expected as well. Now here we are looking at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. A little bit of sunshine on your Christmas Day, and that'll carry us through next week. Next chance of showers on Wednesday. Back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Andrew. Well, holiday festivities began this afternoon at a local restaurant that had to be built from the ground up due to a fire back in 2019. Gooch's 2, a well-known place in Boulder Junction where locals and snowmobilers gather, and is thankful to be back up and running to serve the community because they've missed it so much.
It took 15 months to get back to where we are. And it was a bad way of losing the business that we had. And it was just really special to get the place back open again and getting it open to the public and letting people come and play.
The business itself lost everything in the fire, from the building back, and 300 wildlife mounts on the wall as well, and the long-standing history the building had before the Prohibition.
The community's been great. They did a fundraiser for us when we were closed. It was awesome. They've been coming in for to-go foods. They've been coming in for dine-ins. I mean, we've been very busy since we've opened the door.
During the holidays, businesses typically are slow, but today on Christmas Eve, the cars were filling into the parking lot, illustrating that community bond. 2020 now just drawing to a close. It's a good time to focus on your mental health and well-being. Mandy Gaither has 5 things to put on your year-end health checklist in today's Health Minute.
A new year, a new you. But before we ring in 2021, it's a good time to see what we can do to make our lives better. At the top of the year-end health checklist, step back and assess.
I noticed any kind of changes in my mood or anxiety or depression. Am I drinking more than I used to? Am I using substances to help cope in an unhelpful kind of way?
Psychologist Michael Walensky with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center says, next, take care of your body. Get enough sleep, eat healthy, stay active.
There are profound connections between your mind and your body. They're not separate. They're interconnected.
Third, focus on stress coping skills. You can do that through meditation, mindfulness practice, or simply shifting your perspective, focusing on the good in your life, and by staying connected.
We need to connect with others to help cope with our own difficulties in life. And of course, that's so much harder than it ever has been during COVID.
Fourth, set realistic goals for the new year.
Something that's not going to overwhelm me, but that really would make me feel better if I fast forward a year from now.
Finally, if you're struggling, be willing to get help. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
After being handed over to the Humane Society with injuries, 2 cats are now on their road to recovery. When we return, I'll share their story into finding their forever homes after a little bit of kindness and love was given to them. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
They may not have the capes, but they sure do have the powers.
And I'm going to prove it.
From business savvy.
This babe can't be bought. Look out, Oprah Winfrey. Here comes Sandra Club.
To street smarts.
You just had a smart idea. Not to be a lady tonight.
To eternal beauty.
I don't look a day over 41.
What can I say?
They have the power to do it all. Watch the Wonder Women of Antenna TV.
The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Let 8th Street Auto show you how easy it is to buy quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Here at 8th Street Auto, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating our customers the right way.
Our like-new vehicles feature low mileage and all the features that you're looking for in your next ride.
We're here for you before during, and after the sale. And you've got our word on that.
Stop in to see our great line of pre-owned vehicles.
H&R Auto wishes you a joyous holiday season and a happy, healthy new year.
Looking for that unique holiday gift? A gift basket from Lake Nokomis Cranberries will brighten anyone's holiday. Custom gift baskets are available online at LakeNokomisCranberries.com or visit the gift shop on County D.
This is the new Mix 96. Mix 96, the Northwood's new continuous hit music station, playing all of your favorite hits from 2K and today.
Just like fire, turning up the way.
Mix 96 plays a half hour of non-stop music every hour.
I know I can treat you.
Mix 96, no rap, no rock.
'Cause you're hot and you're cold.
Make the switch to the new Mix 96.
Just 2 months ago, 12 kittens need to be rehomed, 2 of them needing serious care. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us their story.
There were some kittens there that had upper respiratory illness, and they asked us if we would like to help since the colony was already so large.
12 little kittens needed to be relocated, 2 of them needing serious care. And Oneida County Humane Society Director Bria Swartout was there to help.
After about 2 weeks of the medication, we were able to rehome 10 of the 12 kittens. And then these were the final 2 left.
Willow and Pine, the 2 with severe upper respiratory infections, required enucleation surgeries, meaning each had to get an eye removed. But at just 5 months old, the healing process would take time.
Once they are healed and we feel that there is no further surgeries needed, then they could be rehomed.
That's where Stacy and Camille Bando come in.
We had them about 3 weeks prior to surgery, and they were pretty shy. The one that had 2 eyes that were really infected, she didn't play or do anything. She was very timid.
Timid is one thing the Bandos will never feel around cats.
My daughter definitely has a heart for the critters. She likes to, we've had several foster situations.
Raising these kittens sounds like a challenge, but Stacy says otherwise.
You can hardly tell. I mean, I haven't seen them do anything as far as like depth perception. They do everything that a normal kitten does.
The Bandos have fostered Willow and Pine for 3 weeks now, but they think it's time for them to move on to their forever home. And hopefully move on together.
They kind of rely on each other a little. One of the kittens has less vision than the other, and she kind of, at first when they were little, really relied on the other cat to help her.
Now it's time to help out both of these kittens.
They need to have a home that will be patient with them to, take the little bit of time it takes to warm up.
Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's biggest New Year's sale starts the day after Christmas. Save big on our latest styles store-wide, including holiday doorbusters like these. Plus, take a bonus 5% off our sale prices at checkout. And no interest financing for 5 years at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
Welcome to the show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. You will be my virtual audience.
Somebody cough. I heard a cough.
Every day, Hollywood's biggest stars and your favorite games.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Ellen's season 18 is so big.
That's not as big as I thought that would be.
Ellen, weekdays at 3 p.m.
Play your way. Done.
shine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's biggest New Year's sale starts the day after Christmas. Save big on our latest styles store-wide, including holiday doorbusters like these. Plus, take a bonus 5% off our sale prices at checkout. And no interest financing for 5 years at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
All right, Andrew, before we head out, it is Santa tracking time. Got to put on the Santa hat. He is busy today. He hasn't made his way to North America yet, but he was able to find time to hit the International Space Station. And we all know that North America Aerospace Defense Command tracks Santa's activity at Christmas. It's sponsored by NORAD and Analytical Graphics. This was my favorite thing to do as a kid. You know, we get to see here jolly old St. Nick playing with the astronauts, paying the astronauts a visit. His flyby comes in for Christmas during the station's 20th anniversary. We do have a few crewmates up there, and that's all part of their mission to, you know, say hello and figure out. This is part of the Expedition 64 mission, to be exact. So he is making his way through the world right now. Very excited for him to make his way right here to the northwoods of Wisconsin tonight.
My, oh my, does he really put on the miles on that sleigh, getting up to the International Space Station, back to Earth, and he's all across the world. Just, it's really incredible. So he's not here now. He's on his way. We'll be looking for him later on tonight. Join us at 10 o'clock, and we'll see if we can find him in North America. But for now, on the roads, it's going to be some slippery stretches and some snow-covered roadways as we head into the overnight tonight, so be careful on those roads. Temperatures right now are getting pretty cool, not too much cooler than this. We could be hitting 0 tonight, maybe a couple negative digits in there. And here we go, looking at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. Some sunshine to look forward to as we head into the upcoming week. Temperatures pretty on the cool side as we head into next week as well. Next chance for showers coming up on Wednesday.
Wonderful. Well, everybody have a very happy and Merry Christmas. I will see you all at 6.